Hey everybody, this is the OMAD Dad. Welcome back to my YouTube channel that is dedicated to living the OMAD lifestyle or eating one meal a day. Well, today I want to talk about another important concept within the OMAD plan, and that is snacking, or the lack thereof. One thing you'll notice right away when you try and adopt an OMAD lifestyle is that there is no snacking allowed in between your one meal each day. Whether it's before or after, there are no snacks allowed. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the biggest keys to getting you to lose weight. Snacking is a relatively newer invention in the American way of being. We really didn't start approaching snacking as hugely as we do now until about the 70s or so, and it really started with very heavy marketing to children, especially around that time and before that, particularly with like my parents' generation. Everybody always told kids, don't eat between meals, you'll ruin your dinner or you'll spoil your lunch. So there was no snacking involved, and that's in traditional parts of Europe, particularly like Italy and France, who still stick to traditions. They still do that right now. You just don't snack. And one of the problems with this is that you're just constantly eating, constantly consuming calories. And nowadays, because food is so cheap, certain food is so cheap and so easy to get and so easily accessible, we don't even have any awareness over how much extra food we're consuming. Okay, so we'll sit down and, I mean, just think about it. A Snickers bar is what, a couple hundred calories, probably a little bit more than that. And that's nothing. I mean, if you could just down a Snickers bar in probably about 30 seconds and you wouldn't know it. So do a couple of those and, a little bit of this over there. And next thing you know, you're having an extra meal's worth of snacks, of food, and you really don't even notice it. And when you think about it, those of us who are used to eating once a day, they'll be scratching their heads at this. If you're having 3 meals a day, you should not be hungry at all to where in between your meals, you have to have a snack to get you through. If you have to have a snack to get you through, then something clearly is wrong, and you may not be eating enough, you might not be eating the right foods, but snacking is a no-go on this plan. And so, usually when I'm in a social situation and I'm talking about OMAD to other people, that's one of the questions that's asked is, well, what sort of snacks are allowed and what sort of snacks can I have? And to be true to your OMAD, the answer is none. Now, some of you out there may be thinking, especially those that are new, may be thinking, well, what about healthy snacks? I'm going to tell you this right now. There's no such thing as a healthy snack. There's a such thing as healthy food, but there's no such thing as a healthy snack. And you may be thinking, well, come on, what about fresh fruits and vegetables like we've been told, and carrot sticks and celery and maybe a little peanut butter on there? That's fine. Work that into your OMAD, though. You should be having some of this stuff as part of your meal. There's nothing wrong with having fruits and vegetables during your day, as long as you have it during your meal. There's no reason to have a constant stream of food going through your system. And in fact, a lot of the newest research is suggesting that this is not a really great practice. It's not safe practice anyway. So does this mean that I or you will never consume some of our favorite snack foods ever again once we adopt OMAD? Well, no, not at all. See, it's not about denying. It's not about taking away on the OMAD plan. It's just delaying it a little bit, pushing it away, pushing it to the side until your window opens, and then making a conscious plan, a smart plan for how you could incorporate this in. And I'll give you an example. One of my favorite snack foods of all time is popcorn. I love a nice bowl of buttery, rich popcorn, just a good amount of salt. I don't want to live in a world where I can never have popcorn ever again. And when I was on the paleo diet for a brief amount of time, that was a no-no because popcorn's a grain. And most of our snack foods that we consume today, the most popular ones in this country, are some form of diet unfriendly snack. Okay, so how do I still eat popcorn while staying true to OMAD? Well, what I do is I work it into my meal. So if I say, okay, I know I want to have popcorn today, maybe that'll be like my primer, my little appetizer course, if you will. Before I eat my meal, I'll sit down and have a small bowl of popcorn, and maybe I'll wait about 20 minutes or so, and then I'll start my entree. Yes, that does still count as an OMAD. You're having one big meal. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to eat your meal within 30 seconds. Or maybe I decide that I want my popcorn to be my dessert today. So I finished my meal. Maybe I'll have a piece of fruit, and okay, I'll make myself a little bowl of popcorn. Again, I'm kind of taking my time, being leisurely about it. I'm not in a hurry to make sure I get all of this food consumed as quickly as I possibly can. So those are some of my options. And the same thing with if you like carrot and celery sticks with almond butter. Put that on your plate. Put it in your OMAD meal. The whole point is we can have these foods. We just have to be smart about it. That's all. And when it's our time to eat, we eat. I recommend that you think about it probably about a day or so in advance, and you start, or maybe even a little bit longer, especially those that bring a list to them with the grocery stores, so they have an idea of what they're going to be buying for the week. Have an idea of what you want to work into your system. Have a little bit of flexibility, and enjoy some of your favorite foods. Again, this isn't like one of those traditional diets where you're told, well, you can never have this and this and this and that. No. But it's not healthy for you to be eating this stuff or anything really all day. And some people literally start eating from the moment they wake up until the moment they go to bed at night. And that's the obesity problem that we have. And it's affecting our children as well, because they're the ones who are hit hardest by all of the advertising from the snack food industry. Instead of telling kids, no snacks between meals, as I was saying before, in my parents' generation, now we tell them to eat all of the time. It doesn't matter if it's fruits or vegetables. Oh, everything is healthy. Everything is a good snack. And we have probably the worst childhood obesity epidemic that we've had ever in this country. So there's something to be said about skipping the snacks. And that's kind of the attitude they have in France and Italy, a lot of Europe, where food tends to be more homemade from scratch, and a little bit harder to come by, a little bit more expensive for people. It's not that they don't ever enjoy their favorite foods. They just make a plan as to when to incorporate that, and that's what I'm encouraging on this channel. All right, so don't be in a hurry to go into your cupboards and throw all of your favorite snack foods away and say, well, if you want to live like a monk and never have buttery popcorn or a Snickers bar or some celery sticks with almond butter ever again, all the power to you. I'm not going to stop you. But at the same time, we need to be smart and focused on it as to how we can incorporate that into our meal. And it's perfectly fine to do that. And that's just a technique that I use on how to do it. But again, that's how I enjoy my favorite snack foods. So I hope this was very helpful for you. I'm trying to round the bases here and make sure that everybody has a really good, firm understanding of what OMAD is and all of the little intricacies of it. That's why I recommend subscribing to the channel so that you can see some of my other videos and hopefully it'll be helpful to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me directly. Don't forget to look for me on Facebook. We have the official OMAD Dad Facebook page where I post a lot of articles, a lot of interesting discussions go on, and some live feeds, things that we don't just do on this YouTube channel. And I hope to see you there. And I hope this is going really well for you. We've got a lot more content planned in the coming weeks to, just a food for thought, if you will, just to kind of get us a really well-rounded, and so that we really understand and really put into practice a very healthy OMAD plan. Thank you very much for tuning in and listening. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your meal, enjoy your OMAD, and I will see you very soon.